When did you start doing music?
Man, I think I started DJing at the age of 12 years old. So that's like 80, that's like 82, 83, 80, that's about 80, 80, 83, 84. So, my pops brought me some JVC belt drive turntables. Anybody that's a DJ, belt drive turntables, but that's, you know, that's all my pops was gonna spend at that time.
Right,
you know, I couldn't get the techniques. All you had was techniques back then. Like all these other like techniques, I guess they've been around so long they lost their patent or whatever. But like so you got all these other like Newmark makes a turntable, and you got a bunch of other professional turntables. But like back then it was all about the Technic 1200s, and I know my father had my back after a while, because he saw I was serious with it. He brought me two 1200s.
Yeah.
He brought me two Technic 1200s. But like, yeah, so I started making music like I started DJing like 80, you know, let's just say 84, 83, 84. And I got like a 4-track recorder. Forget who I got that from. You know, my boy Rack had an uncle that had a Newmark mixer, like this old Newmark mixer and shit.
Was that Rack Scourge?
Rack Scourge, that was the executive producer behind JT the Bigga Figga.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. We grew up together at OC. And so he gave me the mixer. The next step that I took was I was getting beat machines. My boy Mixmaster Cran from Banneker Homes. Banneker Homes, Filmo, man. My boy Cran. All my first beat machines. All of my main hits, like my poetry, Keep a bitch, bro.
You know that.
You know, Gangstermatic.
So
like
you
all
did your
those
production?
Beats, I did all of my I did my own production, and me and DJ X1 co-produced. Okay. So Keep a Bitch Broke, my production. It's the Game, my production. You know, like To the Head. But like my poetry, Gangstermatic, I Don't Stop, you know, like that's me and X1 collaborating on shit.
Yeah, shout out to DJ X1.
Yes, sir. Shout out to X1, man, no doubt.
Did you ever perform in other cities?
Yeah. I mean, you know, I performed in Los Angeles, Minneapolis.
Was there ever like beef on your on tour, or
you know, I've been blessed, you know, but also, I mean, you know, like most definitely, like a lot of young brothers growing up in the inner city, like I was caught up in the game, you know. So like I didn't tour and hit a lot of outside cities the way that I could have and the way that I should have, because I was caught up in the mix, man. You know, I'm selling dope. I was gang banging once upon a time. So it's like, you know, but I never had beef. You know, I had some like you know, shit that we had to kind of wiggle through. But when it comes to like the biggest rumble I was a part of was some shit that happened when we was in Richmond, California, man. And Master P, Master P, of course, you know, he's from Louisiana, but like he cut his teeth out here when he lived out here in Richmond. And he you know, he actually started getting his game together, and his hip hop game and his rap game together when he was out here in Richmond, and it was a big show that we did. You know, me, RBL, I don't know if Koodnup was there, but JT the Bigga Figga, like it was a lot of us, man. We was performing in Richmond, California, you know. And the thing about the Bay Area, you know, like Frisco is like the Manhattan of the Bay, and especially back then, you know, it was like a lot of haterism against Frisco cats. And the thing is, Frisco cats, we were so busy beefing with each other. Filmo, like once upon a time, Filmo was beefing with Sunnydale, Hunters Point, Lakeview, Potrero Hill, VGs. Like Filmo was beefing with everybody, nigga. You know, but we was like, you know, but the thing is, like with the East Bay, Oakland, Richmond, like they might be fucking with each other, but like if it's like a nigga from outside, they said like a Frisco nigga or a bunch of Frisco, they all gonna click up against us, you know. And that was the situation we got into out there in Richmond. It was a man, you know, it got ugly. You know, motherfuckers had to do this, that, and the other. You know, the back up out of there. Like a lot of times when I be telling the homies this story, I was like, nigga, had to back up out of there like Valdez. That's an old cowboy movie. Y'all look that up, Valdez. They say Valdez is coming. Valdez, nigga. They say Valdez is coming, nigga. But nigga had to back up out of there like Valdez, nigga. You know, but like, yeah, man.
I think JT kind of told that story too.
Yeah, well, I guess. I mean, you know, like, man. Fig, you know, I put Fig on in the game. You know what I'm saying? You know, as a black man, you know, I love Fig, man. You know, like, you know, Fig, like, I don't hold my tongue, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, me, like, Fig that did some fucked up shit. You know, and I ain't the only motherfucker that'll say that, man. But like, you know, yeah, me and Fig really got to sit down, man. It's, you know, it's some things that need to be righted, you know. Or we can just both go on, live our lives and do what the fuck we doing, you know what I'm saying, you know. But and I'm saying that to say, like, I recently seen some shit, you know, maybe a couple of months ago, Fig was saying some shit online, and man, it was the wildest shit, man. I was like, man, this shit was wild than a motherfucker, man. And I was going to hit him up, man, and talk to him about it, you know. But like now, like, you know, the shit is, you know, it's done died down or whatever, you know. But and the reason why I say that though, because like I don't know how Fig told that story. Like, I told the story to the best of my motherfucking memory, you know, and I don't put no 10s on tools, nigga, and you know what I'm saying, you know, if anything, I might take a 2 off the 10 because of some shit that shouldn't be said, you know what I'm saying, so I like you say Fig told that story, I don't know what the fuck Fig, I don't know how Fig told that story, that's Fig, that's, you know, that's JT, nigga, you know what I'm saying, but anyway, man, you know.
Yeah, shout outs to Fig too.
Yeah, shout out to Fig,
I hope,
man.
You know, I hope y'all do, you know, make it cool. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, like you call me the old mad rapper if you want to. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you know, and the thing is, people in life,
because we love y'all, man. We love y'all both for real, like.
Yeah.
You know,
oh man, you know, man.
Both the OGs.
Figs in the Nation of Islam, you know, and I've been conscious forever. So we conscious brothers. So like, you know, it's like if anything, you know, we gonna come sit down at a table and, you know, work it all out like big bosses do. You know, but really ain't no beef. But like when you ask me something about a particular thing, you know, I'm gonna speak the truth on it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's like that's just what it is. Right. You know.
How was your relationship with like San Quinn? I'm sorry.
Oh man, Quinn. That's why I always love Quinn, because Quinn always kept it real. You know what I'm saying? Quinn always gave up the funk. Like all like Quinn, Demo, you know, Messy Marv, Seth the Gaffler, you know. All them cats, man, major love, man. You know, the motherfuckers kept it real and kept it a trill. You know what I'm saying? You know, and the thing is, it's like, especially in San Francisco, Frisco, we never worked together the right way. We never worked together properly. We should be way bigger than what we are, and we done had some bad breaks too. You know what I'm saying? You know, people dying, you know, people getting killed, you know, and then the industry already treated us a certain way, you know. You got to understand the music and radio industry. San Francisco is not New York, it's not LA, it's not Atlanta. Those 3 places are media capitals, meaning that they've already got big record companies, TV companies, movie companies in that area. San Francisco is a tech and financial, before it was a tech capital, it was a financial capital. San Francisco was the Wall Street of the West Coast. Like when it comes to the stock trade and all that shit go downtown Frisco, you know. Yeah. So we were like a financial center. So it's a little more difficult for us as artists to develop our, to develop our craft, and also with the mentality too. We like some of the most cutthroat niggas I know is like Frisco niggas, man. It's like, god damn, man.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Like, yo, brothers down south work together better. They working together better in LA. It's like, that's supposed to be gangbang central, you know what I'm saying, but they work together better in LA. So that's one thing that has halted our progress.
So you would say that's part of our problem in San Francisco, because I kind of feel that way too.
Yeah, man.
Like,
it's not the
Frisco
main.
niggas be on some cat shit.
Oh,
like,
man.
There's a lot of cat ass Frisco
niggas. Man. And here's the thing though, it's like, cause like when you in the market with a little ass pie, you tend to be more vicious over the crumbs. When you somewhere like New York, like, nigga, if me and you lived in New York, we could wake up tomorrow morning, let's take it back to 90-something. We could wake up tomorrow morning with about 50 demo tapes, nigga, and get them to record companies and radio stations.
By foot, by train.
Man, I'm just gonna hop on a train and go do this shit. I ain't gotta mail nothing off. Right. I could wiggle on up into the station. Because I did that when I went to New York. I was like, man, nigga, if I live out here, nigga, it's like I'm all up in Def Jam, nigga, right now, nigga, like, hey, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? But I'm in Universal Records, nigga, just, I done wiggled my way up in this motherfucker.
That's dope.
But it's like, you got to be consistent with shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, imagine if we had that availability out here in Frisco. So having said that, that's why we gotta work together that much more, because we don't got the resources like that. That shit is not there like that, and that's why the independent game did kind of spring up in the Bay Area, But you see other regions like doing bigger shit with it than we did. Because they work together better, and also, this is the West Coast. As you go from east down south to out west, you get less and less black people.